Hi, my name is Jennifer Banks, and I teach in Riverdale High School. I'm here to present to you my ideas and opinions and or suggestions about in order to ensure that a student is successful. Who else other than the teachers and the school should be held accountable? This figure shown in front of you pretty much sums it all. Like in 50 years, there is a big shift in who is being held accountable for a student's education. Luckily or fortunately, as we enter into the era of Every Student Succeeds Act in conjunction with the Elementary Secondary Education Act of 1965, the Georgia Department of Education have come up with the Family Engagement Program. And I think this program is great because it gives opportunities for the parents to have meaningful communication with the community and the school, and ensuring that they are given the chance to be actively involved in their students' education or their children's education. And they also are, they become part of the decision making and advisory committees and for every policies that are created that will impact their children's education. And I think this program is really good and would probably be very helpful. Um, Now, this column right here is some of the policies under family engagement, and on the last column are practices that can be done to ensure that these policies are enforced. If we would closely concentrate on their parent input, some of the practices that can be done is that they're given a list of specific opportunities. They could co-facilitate in school-wide meeting, and they're provided various times, ways, and places for them to, practice the engagement part and involvement part towards their children's education. And again, as I said, this is great. But if you notice, my problem with this is, while this is a great program, it does not really answer the problem, which is what do we do with the parents who are not as involved? Because most likely the parents who will be joining this or participating in this program are probably the ones who have always been involved in their children's education. As a teacher, I have taught senior high school, and I have some kids who have failed, and I have called a lot of parents, and I would be lucky to have 10% of them call me back. And these are students who are failing, and failure would potentially makes them not graduate high school, and I'm giving them opportunities, and yet I don't get as much involvement as you would expect from a parent. In some states, they have come up with a grading system for parents. The parents will be graded as to how much they participate towards their children's education and their involvement towards it. In some other states, they have come up with having people to visit houses to check um, the children's involvement in making sure that there is a readiness for the student as he goes to school or attends the school for the first time. And so my question is, we as a state, what are we doing to ensure that parents are actually involved? Because I think the with this program, it seems like it's almost like a voluntary involvement for the parents. We cannot afford volunteers for parents. We need a lot of parents. We need all the parents to be involved. This is not a time to ensure just to assign teachers to be accountable. The teachers cannot just do it alone. Okay, there has to be a three-way street: the student, the teachers, and the parents. We need parents to be involved. And so I would like to suggest that maybe we can have some kind of awareness drive. We need to bombard them with information. We have media, we have technology, we have the capability to do this. The parents need to be aware. They need to get the concept that they need to be part of their children's education. Um, that teachers just cannot do it alone. And as you as policymakers, what laws or policies can you do to ensure that this is not just a voluntary thing on the parent side, but also almost like a mandatory practice for them? We need them to be involved in their children's education.